Winkle Wick's house, also known as the Castle, circa 1855, built in the Chateauesque style. A small part of this house may have been constructed in the 1830s by Peter Godwin Van Winkle and enlarged in the 1850s in the Italianate style, with a low-pitched roof and overhanging eaves. The house is often called the Van Winkle House and may originally have faced Murdoch Avenue. Van Winkle was a U.S. Senator from 1863 to 1869 and one of Parkersburg's most famous citizens. He was one of 8 Republicans to vote for acquittal in the impeachment trial of President Andrew Johnson in 1868, thus impacting the course of American history. Van Winkle was born in New York City and came to Parkersburg in 1835. In the 1850s, he was president of the Northwestern Virginia Railroad. He became involved in the anti-slavery movement and served as president of the Wood County Colonization Society in 1845, a group that tried to buy slaves, free them, and ship them to Liberia in Africa. At Van Winkle's death in 1872, his daughter, Mary Van Winkle Blackford, who lived from 1838 to 1927 and was also Mrs. John Graham Blackford, inherited the house, which was long known as the Blackford House. In 1889, a prominent oil, gas, and lumberman, H.S. Wilson Sr., bought the house, reoriented it, reversed the stairwell, added the wings, the tower, and the parapet, the unusual dormer window, and the colonial revival style front porch. Grandiose houses of this era incorporated elements of French chateau architecture and are often classed in style as Chateauesque. Wilson's daughter, Helen Light Wilson, inherited the house and held it for many years as a rental property. In the decade after World War I, the building housed a private school operated by Miss Jeannie Kunst, daughter-in-law of Dr. Albert Kunst, who lived at 1103 Juliana Street. The children of many prominent local families received their elementary and middle school education here. In later years, the building was divided into a number of apartments. The house has undergone extensive renovation in recent years.